Hello, everybody. It's Mr. Champagne here with you, and we're back once again in the wonderful world of Mall Simulator, where in our last live stream, we had gotten ourselves up to level 10. We were working on the license here for the toy store, working on getting five licenses even here at the toy store. Everything on the first floor is now open. We have the tech shop down here on this floor. We have our game store. We have our supermarket, we have our clothing store, we have our sporting goods store, all down here. So if we get some extra money, we might also work on getting a floor open on the second floor. But for right now, we are going to work on getting the last of the licenses we need to complete the achievement for the toy store. So if we go to mall management and go to the toy shop and go to licenses, we basically need this license right here. And then that will give us what we need for that. So we're going to work on that one. It's going to take us $30,000 to get there. That should not be a problem to get that. I think we have all the space we need in order to put that stuff in here. So we should not have a problem with it because we got a decent amount of space here. And it's only 2 more items, so I think we'll be okay with it. Let's go ahead and get the place open, shall we? It is day 31, 1 whole month of the mall, and the mall is open for your convenience. Let's take a look and see what we need in terms of our machines. We can probably use some gumballs and some jelly beans. So let's get some of those. And we're just going to make our way through here to start as the day begins. The days have definitely slowed down in the game. Now that we have more stores open, it definitely takes a lot longer for a day to pass, which is perfectly fine because there's plenty of things that go on over the course of a day in this game. So I'm more than happy with it to be a little bit slower. We could use stuff for both of our claw machines, so let's do that as well. Go ahead and get these loaded up again. So our knockoff Kirby machine, and then one of our knockoff Sanrio characters right over there. Perfect, that's all good. The card machine looks like it's all right. I mean, that's okay. We only have the 2 kinds of cards in there. I mean, I could get 1 more box of each, so let's go ahead and do that. That'll work. So TCG machine, 1 of each of those. Get those purchased here. And get that all loaded up, ready to go. I wish these things held more than like 3 packs per slot there. That'd be kind of nice, but it's okay. And then I've got 1 extra one that's just going to go down there in the bottom slot there. That's fine. And then we've got these here. Oh, nope, that doesn't... Oh, I did a bad thing there. Okay, that's going to be a problem because I threw that where that was not supposed to go. Okay, so let me take that out of there. That will go there. Okay, yeah. That's better. So, yeah, it's all spell cards and Piece 1 cards in the machine there. Our photo machines are both doing good. Our snack machine is doing good, so we're all good all through there. Now let's go through and start taking a look at all of our shops, see if there's anything that we need in any of these. The clothing goods store actually looks pretty good right now. There's nothing that looks like it's like really close to being empty. Sporting goods store, as always, because you can use more shoes. When in doubt, get more shoes at the sporting goods store. So let's go here. Products. Shoes, 1 of each again. Can't hurt with that. So that's good to go. And then the other equipment seems like it's okay. I mean, I could probably use more volleyballs, so let's get a few more volleyballs while we're at it, because those actually look kind of low. If we go over here to the supermarket, everything at the supermarket is actually looking quite nice. At the game store, everything's looking pretty good too. I think the tech store might need some work. Yeah, the tech store definitely needs some work. So let's go here to the tech store. Get 1 of everything here again. That is low. There's also an achievement for getting 1 of every license, or getting, not 1 of every license, getting, I think, 5 licenses at the tech store. So that's going to be one that's going to take a decent amount of work to get because everything in the tech store takes up a lot of space. So we will eventually work on that one, but that one's going to be a little bit more of a challenge just because we're going to have to do store expansions. We'll eventually have to get a restocker in here, and the restocker in here I think costs like $50,000 to hire. It's like the world's craziest outlay of cash for a restocker. So we'll have to see what's going to happen with all that. That's going to be, it's on the list somewhere, but it may be later on after we have a whole bunch of money from a whole bunch of other sources. We may have to take a look at that. So everything here is looking pretty good. Toy store. Let's get one of everything in the toy store, just as a start. And then I will probably need more after that, but we're going to just start with one of everything here. So that'll give us a giant stack of boxes that will make its way up to the ceiling. And there's my restocker to now look at it and go, what have you done to me? Because that's what always happens. It's just what I do here. I will help out with some of this because, again, I'm not that mean. So I will make it a little bit simpler for our restocker. We got a full shelf now of knockoff Legos, which is kind of cool. There's our other knockoff Legos. So those are there. We've got, let's see, other stuff. These are in one of my sets of baskets here. These are also in one of my sets of baskets. All right, so that's good. And then we'll let her take care of it from there. So we can use some more bears. We can use some more, so more dogs, more piñatas, more bears. Let's get all three of those. Get those purchased. I can use more robots. Can I use more 3D cars? I might be able to get more of these. So the RC cars and the robots. Let's get some of those. That might also help. And everything else seems like it's actually okay for now. Or maybe actually one more set of the cards. Let's get another TCG card pack. Okay. So this is in pretty good shape. We're still sitting at $15,000 right now. We had a lot of stuff that we had to buy. Let's check out everything in the restrooms. See how they're looking. Soap dispensers are fine. Toilet paper in there seemed like it was okay. Over here, soap dispensers are fine. Toilet paper over here seems like it's okay as well. Not going to hop into any of the stalls because the store's open and you never have any idea who may or may not be in there. So we're not going to risk it and go in there when there might be someone there. So we're just going to leave it alone. Wait till the end of the day, and then we can go there afterwards. Now, since we're at level 10, I think that has opened up at least one store up here. So we got this one store up here that can open, and then maybe that's it. So yeah, this one opens, and then at level 12, we can actually open the movie theater. And if we take a look here, the options that we have the cosmetics store, we have the cafeteria, we have the home goods, we have the arcade. So I've seen things about the arcade, and the arcade, I mean, I'm a kid of the 80s, so for me, an arcade seems like it would be a wonderful thing to have. So we may work our way towards that, because $35,000, I mean, it's a lot for an arcade, not going to lie, but the fact that you don't ever have to restock the arcade, I mean, it's basically a giant passive income generator, and we all know how I feel about passive income. It is like one of my favorite kinds of income that there is, so I might actually do that. But like I said, first things first, we want to get this achievement for the toy store, getting all 5 of the licenses that we need to get for it. So we're going to stay on target with that. There's also an achievement for putting up 50 pieces of decor, which is a ridiculous amount of decor, especially given the fact that it takes all the decor and it puts it all up here at the front. So we'd have to like pick it up, put it all onto a storage rack, and then move the storage rack all throughout the store. To like put decor everywhere. I mean, I can just see like giant rows of plants all along the upper floor here or something. I don't know. I mean, there's obviously plenty of places where you can have decor, so that's not that big of an issue. It's just funny to think of how much we would have to put in here to knock that one achievement out. We've already got 14, so we're only 36 away. We're about just short of 30% of the way there to getting that one done. But yeah, that's a lot of decor. And I don't even have that much of a decorative touch. Let's see, what else do we need? More shoes again. It's always shoes. These must be like the worst shoes in the world because they just constantly wear out. That or people just like buying them over and over again. I don't know, but it just doesn't seem like they must be that great with as quickly as people keep buying them. In here, I mean, we can maybe get some kilts and get some of these shirts here. So let's go to the clothing store and get maybe these striped shirts and then our Irish skirts, as they like to call them. Go ahead, get those. Because we can probably get those all up here, and then those can, I think we can get all those up. Surprisingly enough, not a whole lot of stuff being bought in the clothing store. It may just be that now we're at the point that we have this many stores and everything's getting pretty well spread out, and nothing gets bought from one place all that often, except for the game store, which got ransacked. So I will have to take care of that. Or was it here where it was? Oh no, it was 14,000 for the restocker here. The tech store was 50,000. I'm almost positive. So yeah, we're not going to worry about that anytime soon on either of those stores. Because here, again, we've only got 3 licenses here. It's like the world's worst game store. There's only three different titles that you can buy. They're probably not even recent. And on top of that, we never have them in stock. This cashier is here like, what am I even doing here? And I don't know, sir. I just don't want to work the register. So that's why you're here. He seems like he's okay. I mean, he's getting paid handsomely to just stand around and do not much of anything. Supermarket, I think we can probably get one of everything now, so let's go ahead and do that. We're probably close to that point, so we're gonna go products. One of everything down the line. Get all that purchased, and then when we get to the end of the day, we will go ahead and empty out all of our passive income generators and all of our machines here. So since it is now 2,200, we'll go through here, start collecting all of this cash. Only $31 out of the snack machine today. Yowza. 1,000 out of that machine. We had 560 out of our TCG machine, 330 there, 385 there, $8. Nobody bought any pop today. How much did we have? $400 in ATM transactions. $72 in gumballs, $70 in jelly beans, $72 for that poster, and our passive income out here, let's see, 320 there. And I've had people that have asked about this machine, and it does not open till level 12. So in case you're wondering, Rusty, why don't you go to the machine to the right? It's because it's not yet available to us. But when it is in a level in 3/4, we will go there and get it. $1,100 for the elite parking today. Dang. So we have $38,000 now, which means we can go ahead and get that license to take care of everything we need to here in the toy store. Now, this has this license. If we go here, toy shop again, and look at the license, it is 2 things that feel like they would work quite well in these baskets. But the trouble I have is I don't know if I was going to set these baskets up, where would I set them? That's where it gets to be a little bit of a challenge. What am I going to do? Let's see. How do we want to handle this? Do I take these baskets and put them up against the wall? And no. I mean, I could. So let's do this. We're going to move some stuff around. So let's swing this way over here. These might end up hashtag using the middle, and the baskets may end up along the wall here. So let's see. I can set that. This is actually like the back of the basket, I believe. So we're gonna set these all up. I'm hoping I can get a whole bunch of them up here. They seem like they can really get cozy to each other. So could I get 2 more there? I mean, there's a possibility. And then these are going to go in the middle, and they're just going to go back to back, just like that. So we're going to have all the games and all the Legos in the middle of the store. I think this will work. Going to try and get this somehow centered-ish. Be a lot easier with grade snapping, but hey, who needs that? Ha 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 ha. So yeah, we won't have that. Yeah, just like that. That works. No one needs to see the cashier. He's there. Let's move the giraffe shelf. Where do I want to put a giraffe shelf? I feel like it just needs a little more space in this place. We're going to put it right there, right by the cashier. And then I think I can get 2 more of those racks. I might have to do a bit of expanding, but I really don't want to. So furnitures, let's get 2 more toy baskets for $4,500. and try and figure out if we got a good place where we can set these. Yeah, I don't think they're going to both work there. It's going to be close. We might be like short a pixel. It will be snug. Let's see. Oh, it'll work. Oh, like a glove, it'll work. Not even a problem. It's fine. It's fine. We're good. I don't even know why I was worried about it. But we do need to push all these back. So let's give those all a little nudge to the back wall. Okay. Just like that. Excellent. So now, licenses. 30,000 for those things. Toyland Dream has been acquired. 5 new licenses in the toy store is done. And we might as well get the product while we're at it, because that would seem to make sense. So some of these ballerina cappuccinos and some of these tongue things, which is, it's from something, I don't even remember what it is. It was mentioned in our live stream. I don't remember what it is. It's from some kids thing, I think. But I just don't know what it is. So my apologies for not remembering what that is at this point. And then these are going to be 10% round done. Here, 10% round done. Whatever they are, they're worth $295. So that's all I need to know. So they're worth a lot of money. A lot of money. Can more of those than 2 go up there? 4 can go up there. They apparently need a lot of space, is what I'm gathering here. So that's okay. That'll work. We're down to $2,500. That's not a lot of money to do anything. So let's go ahead, close the place up, and get into another day. So I think the next thing I want to do, well, I want to open the store first. So let's do that. So day 32, and the store is open for your convenience. I think the next thing I want to do is I think I want to open up the arcade. Because I really want to have an arcade in this place. And it feels like a great place to have an arcade is right up here, right outside of the theater. So that's what we're going to shoot for next. We got to get up to $35,000 to make that happen. So we'll see how easy that's going to be to do. Man, I really don't like the way those things look there. Maybe if I turned in the other direction. I don't think it helps. I don't think it matters. They just, I don't know if it matters at all. They just don't look great. But I mean, the other thing I could do is I could take the circulars and put them in the middle. Yeah, maybe I'll do that. I'm now completely in the weeds here. So we're going to take these, move them up against the wall, just like that. Okay. And I'm going to put one of these in the middle. Or no, I'm going to put these like square in the middle, I think, because they work better in the middle. I mean, that's the idea, is to have those in the middle. So, or at least give them more space to breathe. So we're going to put one there. Sure. And then we'll put one right here in the middle here. Sure. That's better. I'm good with that. I like that look a lot better. We don't have 2 giant shelves just right in the middle of the store. Like, hello, welcome to our toy store where you can't see anything. We have 2 giant shelves here, but welcome. It's better now. I'm good with it. And I'm going to leave it alone, and I'm not going to do anything else with it for at least another episode. So we're good. Right now, let's take a look in all of our stores. We can use shoes everywhere, as always. So, oh, and I got to pay my bills. I've not paid my bills in a while, because I can hear people saying, Rusty, when did you pay your bills? Oh, I guess I paid them. So we're good. Bills are done. We're going to go back to mall management and back to the toy store. Nope, the sports store. More shoes. So let's take care of that. I think we will have enough money for the arcade in 2 days. It should not be a problem, because we're making a good amount of money every day. So I think that we can do this in 2 days' time without too much of an issue. Here at the clothing store, we can use more of these blue or yellow dresses. Is it blue? Is it yellow? Who knows? Who can say? It's up to you to decide which it is. We'll go ahead and get those. The supermarket, looking good. Over here, toy store, looking good-ish. Ish being the operative word there. Let's get one of everything in the toy store. Just run down the list. Because it feels like we could probably get one of everything up at the toy store. So let's do that. Okay, those are all of those. It's only $7,300 for everything. That's fine. Okay, that's done. Game store, surprisingly not out of product. And the tech shop still has some stuff. And I've got some in the back. I know I've got some laptops in the back here. So we'll put those up. And then one of the pink phones, which is here. Okay, that works. Close that up. So, yeah, I still hold by my thought that in 2 days we will have enough stuff to get... we'll have enough money to open the arcade. I think that's still going to be doable. I will help out here with getting everything stocked. I don't know where my... oh, there's my restocker. I'm like, where is my restocker? Why are they not out here helping? I think they're just still angry at the amount of product we have here. But it's okay. And I think that most of this is going to make its way up without having to go into the back. I think we're going to be pretty good here. So, oh, I do have one of those that goes back there. We do have this random shelf out here in storage, just in a random spot. We can get these up here, I do believe. Yeah, no problem there. Pinatas, I think we can get up with no problem. Yeah, and they're so expensive. The dog toys. The squirt guns right there. Okay. Yeah, so much of this. I thought we were going to be able to get just about all this up without any kind of an issue. And as it turned out, that pretty close to worked, I would say. And again, at the end of the day, we will check all of our passive income generators and all of our machines in case, unless there's like one that's completely empty. But we're just kind of taking a look around to see if there are any that we can get some stuff in. Maybe our claw machines, we might be able to get one box of each of these. There's a possibility. Oh, and that's right. You can't look at the claw machines while you do that because it thinks that you're interacting with the claw machines. Say a small glitch in the game that hopefully they will be able to work out at some point. With any luck. Okay, that's done. That's good. I also have some cards down here. I forgot that I had some spare cards down here. So let's go ahead and put those up. Get those boxes out of here. I think these will go. Will they? No, they won't. So those will just go back there. How's our soda doing? Looks like it's doing all right. But we'll go ahead and fill this up. Get it a little bit better because we don't have much else going on right now. So, might as well do some little bits of things. Not many people want some Diet Coke, so we're good there. Regular, also in okay shape. The others, the new ones, look like we could actually use a little bit more of this. So, yeah, the Chop Chop strawberry cream soda, whatever that is. I don't even know what that's supposed to be a knockoff of. I mean, that's supposed to be like Sunkissed, and that's supposed to be like Sunkissed. Sunkissed, great, but I have no idea what Chop Chop is. Like, what is the brand name that this is mimicking? Because we all know that this game is doing its absolute minimum to avoid a trademark infringement suit. With the way that they have things marketed here. M&M. And that's Square. I love it, man. I love it. It's brilliant. It really is. It's like, you know what? Come at us, bro. Let's see. We can use some raincoats. Let's get some raincoats, some of the jackets, some of the Tommy shirts. So we're going to go stores, clothing store. We're going to get the jackets, the Tommy shirts, and the raincoats. Did I get those? I did not. So there's all that. Done. Now, I might be able to, if I don't spend any more money, I might be able to, even maybe by the end of today, we might be able to open the arcade. Possibly. Well, we got to keep an eye out on things and see if there's anything that we're really running out of, because I can't have it. Again, the game store already. Game store, I mean, I seriously, there are times where I feel like I just like turn my head at the game store for just a brief second, and everybody comes in and buys everything. And again, they're not even new games. That's the thing that I find so funny. I mean, they're not new games, they're not new systems. It's just people just love these. I don't know what it is. They must be extremely popular titles. So we're good back there again. Everything is wonderful. Let's check over here at this store, see how we're looking. Are we out of anything? We're out of the blue phones. So let's get some of the blue phones at the tech store. iPair minis. And we'll get those set up. That's the issue I have with the tech store is that I can't these tables take up so much space. So in order to have like any back stock, or in order to be able to order a box without having to have everything run out, I'd need to have so many phone tables here. And it's just a lot of that one's going to take a lot of space. We've achieved $1 million in total sales. So another achievement in the books. And I think there's another one for 5 million and there's another one for 10 million. So we're 10% of the way towards that final achievement, which is going to take quite some time to get. But hey, we're 10% of the way. I'll take it. And how many achievements do we have now out of the total? We have 33 of the total. And I think that includes the one that we just got. Because when you get an achievement, it automatically adds it to your total on Steam. It's kind of neat the way that those things stay in sync with each other, even while you're playing the game. It's a nice function. So you can have a real-time look at all of your achievements. Okay, let's go ahead and refill our candy machines. Because this doesn't cost much of anything. Those should completely refill. The gumballs might be... No, we're actually going to be good with that. That's just about full now, I would say. And claw machines are good. Our card machines are good. It might be... No, that was the spell. No, we can actually get these last spell cards up here. Because they can go there. Okay, so that's now loaded again. Photos are okay. And these are all right. I mean, do I have any leftovers of those? I don't. So let's get some more of these. So our snack machines. And for those of you who are wondering, Rusty, why don't you have any other licenses here? It's because the next license costs $17,500. And I've got so many other things I can spend $17,500 on. Like an arcade. So that's why I don't have another license here in my snack machine yet. That is very low on my priority list right now. At some point, maybe. But it is way down there. We are at 2,200 hours. So we might, just might, have enough money to get the arcade. If not... we'll have to do it tomorrow. And I got one more sneaky bar there. So let's go through. Oh, and we got plenty of people still in the mall, so we might be all right. So let's go and empty everything out. There's 1,200 there. 1,000 there. Again, everyone loves taking pictures. 266 in snacks, so that was a better day. 1,200 there. Wow, 1,400. Wow, 1,800 there. $90 in pop. Thanks, guys. Nobody's thirsty, apparently, in this store. It's okay. Not going to worry about it. Did I check these? I guess not. And then in our... out here, 284 in parking there. Got 273 in parking there. And we've got $683 in parking there. So we are absolutely going to be able to open up the arcade. So let's go upstairs. And again, I mean, if you're going to have... Oh, and they kind of want it there, but you know what? I'm not going to do that. I am going to deviate from the norm, and I'm going to put up the arcade here. They don't have to like it. Arcade, $35,000. Yes, absolutely. And what do they have as games here? They have Street Rage, and they have Defendrix. I know what Defendrix is, and it's $110 a play. Wow. It's amazing how much time has gone up, how expensive things are in the arcade nowadays. That's brilliant. So yeah, we're going to definitely load these bad boys up because I think these just generate nothing but passive income all the time. And there's nothing we need to do. And on top of that, we can make it $121 a play. That's brilliant. Defender. So this is the old game Defender, which was such a difficult game. That was like, I was never any good at Defender as a kid. I tried, but I was never any good at it. Can we move those signs? Like that retro sign? It doesn't look like we can, so that's okay. Now, if I take a look here at like licenses and stuff in this store, So for the arcade, $45,000 for another license that has a knockoff Galaga and a knockoff Donkey Kong. And then we've got Pac-Man and Mario Brothers. And then whatever those are supposed to be. It's interesting because I think that's supposed to be like Diablo, Metal Gear Solid. And I don't know what Space War is, but I mean, those weren't like arcade games. So I don't know. And again, I don't think we have to do anything with these things other than just let them run. So I'm good with it. So let's go ahead, run one more day here. Get ourselves closer to level 11. And see exactly what else we can do here. And the mall's, I mean, the arcade's also going to be a great place to put a whole bunch of decor. Because you've got just like a whole bunch of empty space there. So we can put some plants in there too. Day 33, the store is open for your convenience. While I'm thinking about it, let's maybe get some stuff. Slap that area up with some decor. So if we go here, mall management, decorations, and what do we want to throw in there? What do we want to throw in there? What would seem like it would work in there? I do know. What can we put in our arcade? I wonder. We'll put a trash can in there. Sure, we'll do that. And we'll give it a plant. Sure. Like the kids care about the plants in the arcade. Now we can take this and throw them. Oh no, you can't put those on there. Interesting. Okay, so those can't go on that spot. There's our first customer going upstairs to the arcade. It's the first time I've seen anyone using the escalator. It's awesome. Plant right there in the corner. Sure. Excellent. So there's another piece of decor. Man, that's a slow escalator. Dang. At that point, they might as well walk. Just climb the thing manually. Just like if it were stairs. I think that person's finally up there. Yeah, they are. At long last. And then trash can. Sure. Sounds good. Perfect. So there they are playing Street Rage for $132 a pop. And again, this lady is eventually going to make it up there at some point. That is such a slow escalator. Oh my gosh. Is there a way to adjust the speed on this thing? You would feel that there should be. Because it is, yeah, okay. We're not going to make any more out of that. I was just, my point has been made. Okay, what do we need in here? We need more of the dresses. We can use more of all the things that are hanging here. So the 2 shirts and the dresses. So let's go with that. Products. We've got these 2 items and the dresses. So let's get those done. Over in the sporting goods store, we can probably use all of the equipment here. So the rackets and the bats and the shoes. So we're going to get the shoes again. And then the bats and sticks and rackets. 4,300. That works. I need to check these. They're almost empty, but not quite. So we're okay there. Supermarket, we can use one of everything here, so let's do that again. It didn't look like there was anything that was completely full there, so I think at that point we can get one of each thing and be okay. Oh, but I'm like looking at the staff only door. Okay, that's done. Over at the toy store, it's looking all right. I mean, all the stuff that goes in those baskets there. So let's start with that. So the bears, the plushes, the piñatas, the ballerinos, and that guy. All of them. Over here at the game store, we can get probably 1 box of everything. Actually, the Call of Duty, we're okay on. Or Call of Duty. So let's go ahead and get those 2. Get that set up. Because I think, yeah, we got enough of the Call of Duty. Actually, no, it looks like I was deceived by how much of that we had. I thought that this shelf over here was full, but it's not. So Call of Duty is done. And in the tech store, how are we looking? Out of laptops. We're out of laptops, out of green phones, out of orange phones. So let's get those. So orange phones, green phones, laptops. Good to go. And we will eventually have to start working on this one because this one is another store where, yeah, it's 5 licenses in the tech store. But I feel like everything in this store is pretty expensive. So if we go here and take a look, like in an expansion in this store, $75,000 to expand this store. So this might be like one of the last ones that we get. I think it might be. Oh, and I just saw there's one that's like buy 10 new licenses in the supermarket. That one might be a lot more easy to achieve. Might be a lot easier even to achieve because we've got plenty of space. And I don't think that the licenses in the supermarket are that bad. I think they're kind of affordable. Yeah, $4,000 for another license in the tech store. And that would give us some mayonnaise, some ketchup, okay, and some Nutella. It's a health food. We can get some of that. That's a Susie Lou joke. She'd have to tell you about that one at some point. We're out of the photos there. So let's get those. So photo booth, the standard photos for 12 hundo. Go ahead, get those purchased and in the machine because everybody loves taking their what's that picture. We want to make sure they're able to do that. So that's good. And at some point, I will have to get more machines. I have to figure out what my next like plan of attack is from here. Because we did the things that I was hoping to do in this one. So now I think it's going to be... A lot of the achievements are just for like opening more stores. And so we can't really do that again until we get to level 11. So we might get to the point where we might have to do a little bit of offline play to just kind of help us advance the plot. Because it does get to be, it gets to the point where it takes longer and longer to move from one level to the next, which is to be expected. Unless there are other things that we can do while we're in the middle of a level. So that would be another possible option. Like if there were other achievements that we could work on. And there's another achievement I see here for purchasing 10 expansions for your stores. We currently have 4. There's an expansion, or there's an achievement for paying your bills. So, got to pay another round of bills here. So that gets us up to like 34 of those now. So we got 16 more days of bills to pay. Oh no, 33. So yeah, we got to pay 33 days of bills, or 17 more days of bills. I can do math really. And then we'll have that achievement. I've turned a little bit into an achievement hunter. Just a little bit. Because in some games, I mean, it's just nice to have something to shoot for. So that's kind of what I'm looking at with this. We need the tomato sauce. We need the farfalle. We need some salt. So let's get those mall management and stores, supermarket, products. We've got the pasta. We've got the salt. We got the spicy sauce. Let's go ahead and get all that. And I might work on getting another license here. So let's do that. I don't even need to get any more shelves. So we're just going to get another license. So let's go here. Licenses, license number 4. And then it's going to be 3 products that go naturally together on a shelf. Nutella, mayonnaise, and ketchup. Of course they do. So, ugh, that's a horrible combination. Nutella, mayonnaise, and ketchup. Man, oh man, that's bad. Okay, so, or is there another place I could put any of this? No, it's all going to have to go here for now. So let's throw some of that there. Mayonnaise will go up there. This will all, as we get more and more products, this will get rearranged more. But for now, it's just kind of based on what we've got in the store. $77 for ketchup, $77 for mayonnaise, $132 for Nutella. Again, this must be by the gross. You're not like buying one jar of it. You're buying like a year's supply or something, or a month's supply, or maybe a week's supply. I don't know, but it can't be one jar. That can't possibly be it. That's just a lot for that little amount. So no, I have to in my mind think that they're buying a lot of that product. It's the only thing that makes any logical sense to me. Is there anything in here where we're really running low? It doesn't look like it. Everything seems like it's got a... I don't see anything where we're like out of it on a shelf or anything, so I'm going to hold off on getting too much. The shoes, again, we can use some of the shoes because we don't have them full anywhere. So let's go ahead and do that. Get those purchased. The balls are all okay. There's not actually a ball that goes in there because that just has the soccer balls and the volleyballs, or the footballs rather. I'm sorry. Those are the American college footballs. I guess I can use some of the orange basketballs. So let's get some of them because they do look kind of low. Supermarket we just filled. The game store we can probably get. Let's just get 2 of everything at the game store. Let's do that. I'll have some leftovers, but that's okay. Some spares. But it'll at least get it back to full again. And like I said, one of these days I might actually hire a restocker here. I just haven't really worried about it right now because, again, we have 3 titles. It takes 20 seconds to restock this store. It's not that hard. And this box, I think, is just going to have to sit here in its entirety. So, no problem. Good to go there. Let's take a quick look over here at the tech store. See how it's looking. Is there anything we're out of? No phones that we're out of. So, I mean, I can get the pink phones and then put the last one in the back. Let's do that. Pink phones. It's 2,200 hours. So it's time to check all of our machines. Get all of our passive income, decide what we're going to do next once we do that. So let's give everything a peek, because we got plenty of people still in the store. They were actually taking a picture. So sorry about that. They're going to go there and take another picture. They want all the pictures. So 1144 there. 1,600 there. 1,200 there. 1,900 there. 52 there, 440 there. Now the question is, with the arcade, do you need to empty those machines out? My guess is you do. You do. $1,700 from people playing Defender and $2,000 from people playing this. Oh my gosh, that's a lot of cash. Wow, that's a lot of money. Oof. Okay. Well, that will help us build our grocery store a bit more. So let's go ahead and keep on working on this grocery store achievement. So supermarket, and if we take a look at furniture here, we will need a fridge eventually. What is the next license while I'm thinking about it? It's going to be milk, and pizza, which I guess goes in a fridge. I guess. So we're going to go here. I'm going to get a, let's get a couple of fridges. Start with that. And we're going to get that license because it's $3,000 for the license. And then we're going to get a, actually get the products. So let's get the milk, OJ, pizza. Because again, there's not a freezer, is there? No, there's no freezer. This is all going to go in fridges, is what I'm understanding. Let's go ahead, set these up. Just like that. I want to see how much each of these can hold is the big question. Here. So the what happened there? Small glitch, pay no attention. It's okay. It's fine. Yeah, I might have a whole one of these just for pizza. And I might have one of these for milk. I might have one of these for orange juice. I might just do that. So we're going to get another license for, or no, we're going to get more pizza. I'm going to get another fridge. So, yeah, so another pizza. We're going to get maybe another milk, another orange juice. We're going to get one more fridge. So let's do that. I'm going to set the fridge up real quick. I'm going to try and set the fridge up real quick. Okay, that's not great, but it's okay. OJ, I'm gonna tell you where the OJ goes. So the OJ goes there. And then let's move these I guess I'm gonna have to move these out because the one this doesn't fit up against the wall because of that protruding wall segment there. Can I move all these over a bit? Maybe I can. Just that way I can get them to where that little green wall segment's not in the way there. No, there's not enough space. Okay, so I got to push everything out. Like that. Okay, so it's all got to move out to match this one. That's all right. We'll be okay. So just like that. Cool. And then this shelf needs to move out because it's not in line with the other one. Again, who needs grid snapping? Done. And then the milk. Because he's like, you got all this milk. I don't know what to do with it. That can go there. Okay, cool. And only 4 of them go on a shelf? What? That is ridiculous. It's like such a horrible use of space in these shelves. That is really kind of crazy. 10% done. All right. So that is good. And then the next license here in this store is going to be corn dogs and eggs and yogurt, which is also going to go in fridges. And then that's going to be fridges. That's going to be fridges. So this place is going to turn into a giant fridge fest as we get further along. But that's okay. And how much is an expansion here? While I'm at it, $10,000 to expand the store. So let's do that. And then we can push all this stuff back. So because we're going to get ready for the giant wall of fridges. Let's go ahead and push those back to there. Okay. All right. And then move that one a little bit out. Something like that. Sure. And then move that one over. So now those are all in line. And that should be able to fit. If I use like this line of the... It's weird because I can't use that line of the flooring as a gauge. Well, there was 1 pixel. I literally found the 1 pixel there for that. And then move these back. And try and get to that floor line. Using that as my gauge. There. So now, we'll be good for a couple more expansions here without any issues. I will have to make sure that I move this cashier station back. Can't do that while the store is open. So we'll have to do that next time around. Did I take care of everything here? I think I did. Yeah, because I was thrown by how much money we got from the arcade. But I don't know if I collected all of my parking money. I may not have collected my parking money. So let's take a quick look out there. See whether or not I did that. I may not have. No, I did not. I never got that far. So that's okay. So as we approach level 11, we now have our first store open on the 2nd floor. We've got our arcade up here, which is generating money like crazy. I mean, it generated $4,000 by itself just in those 2 games. We've got our achievement for the toy store, where we now have, if we take a look down here, we have these 2 toys here that are giving us that achievement. We're working on expanding the supermarket. That poor guy's just standing there in the shelving unit for whatever reason. Got our first set of fridges there. It's starting to grow even more. So next stop, level 11, maybe another store, maybe some more arcade games, maybe some more stuff for the grocery store as the mall continues to grow and become a bigger... I didn't name this place. I'll name that next time. As this mall continues to grow and become a bigger and bigger draw in town. That is all for this one, though. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked this video, I'd appreciate it if you gave it a like. If you really liked this video, I would love it if you consider giving the channel a subscribe. But until we meet again, thanks as always for being a part of all of my silliness. I'm Rusty Champagne, and we will see you later.